Hello everybody, this is a general reading for my collective here on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook for October 6th, 2020. Before we get into the cards, I want to remind you that I am available for readings, so you can book a reading with me through my website. The link is in my bio here on Instagram and Facebook. You'll see the link directly there, and on YouTube as well. So please do reach out. These are really trying times, especially when it comes to relationships. The astrology at this point is becoming more and more potent, more intense. And especially if you're in a relationship, your shadows and your partner's shadows, or even in your work environment. So this has to do with interpersonal relationships in general, with family members and with employers, employees. Remember that we're all acting as a mirror for each other. So whatever is showing up in your relationships is a reflection of what needs to be seen and what needs to be healed and what needs to be acknowledged. With Mercury about to head into its retrograde very soon, in the next week or so, I believe next week it's officially in retrograde, meaning it's much slower. And Mercury is the planet of communication and of intellectuality and of the way we process our thoughts, the way we think, what we think about and how we think about it, and how we express our thoughts, and are we more internal or external with our thoughts. So that is being triggered for the collective because it's in retrograde and it's going to be in Scorpio. And Scorpio is an internal energy. It's the investigator of the zodiac. It's, retrogrades are there for us to reevaluate and revisit and reassess themes that have been tossed aside in our relationships, especially. And Mercury will be challenged, will be opposing Uranus in Taurus. So Uranus is the planet of shock, expect the unexpected. And sometimes we need to shake things up in relationships in order to face the elephant in the room, right? So these are transits that are going to keep on coming until we acknowledge what needs to be acknowledged. So today's energy is kind of wonky, I have to say. I feel a heavy masculine energy on my right shoulder. So for the ones who don't know, the masculine energy is the right, the feminine is the left. And this is how I'm able to understand what is pulling on me. So it's a masculine energy. This can be a masculine that's coming through the reading here. And ever since I jumped into the cards before and pulled out some cards and was trying to tap into the energy, I could feel the masculine's presence right here. And I still feel it here on my right shoulder. So the masculine feels really irritated today, okay? This is a message for someone out there, or for more than one person, I don't know. It feels collective though. There's a group of masculines here that are kind of irritating. I'm gonna show you the picture. So you see how she's like bugging him and she's like irritating him, and he's kind of checked out mentally. Maybe in the physical realm, he's trying to keep up with her, right? He's trying to keep up with what she's trying to tell him. But his mental space is very scattered. It's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm checked out. I'm repelled, you see? There's something about this energy that's repelling me, and I can't, I'm checking out. So it is this constant power struggle, right? The Two of Pentacles is trying to find balance. He might seem and appear very balanced from the outside. This is what I'm getting. But internally, you see how his hand is underwater here. Emotionally, he's repelled. There's something that is turning him off here. It feels like he's also very disconnected from his emotions. Probably because this feminine energy is bringing that shadow out from him. And probably because she's a little bit disconnected from her emotions as well. Like I said, as within, so without. So without as within. You know, we're always constantly attracting people, places, things, energies to tell us what needs to be looked at, what needs to be seen. So the more we ignore them, the more the more we stay in a place of denial, they're saying, the more this energy is going to grow, and this resentment inside the masculine is going to grow as well. Yeah, so you see here, it could be a Taurus energy. It is a feminine energy. This can be a mother. This can be a mother-in-law. I'm getting sister, sister-in-law, employee, employer. There's a woman here. There's a feminine energy that's being very stubborn today. She could be a Taurus as well. But her energy is stubborn. You see, there's always a pro and a con for each zodiac sign. And this is energy, guys. So I don't want you to be like, well, why isn't Taurus good? Well, no, every zodiac sign has its high vibration and low vibration. Okay, we can't all be vibrating high all the time. It doesn't work that way. So the Taurus energy is a very stubborn, you know, the lower vibration of Taurus is stubborn. It's attached to things. The higher vibration is that it's strong, right? It's dependable. It's stable. But it can be possessive, like it says here on the card. Now, again, this feminine energy, Taurus energy, feels like there's been arguments with the whip. Fighting, it's been tense. It's been repetitive. Over and over. Okay, I know on Instagram this is reversed, unfortunately. Yeah, something comes out of the blue here with the clover. So they're drawing me to the word unexpected. Something unexpected comes out here. And it feels like miscommunication that comes out of nowhere. This is a lack of communication. The quality of communication is very, very, very weak here between two parties. Again, this can be you and someone from work, you and a friend, you, okay, so take it as it resonates, please. But for many of you, they're saying this is about a partnership. This is about two people who have been in a committed relationship, in a marriage, for some, in a union, okay? We're getting a lot of communication cards, guys. So the hummingbird, and then we have the Mercury. So I was just going off about Mercury, is doing its thing. Mercury is doing its thing when it comes to your interpersonal relationships. The hummingbird, you know, among all these meanings here, what they're drawing my attention to is lift out of negativity. Mercury and Uranus here are going to be triggering this union, this partnership, these two parties to communicate so that they can uproot what it is that's causing this imbalance. Okay, because we do have the Two of Pentacles. So Mercury is the messenger of gods. It's about our thoughts. It can, you know, our thoughts can sometimes be really detrimental because we get too caught up in our thought process. We get too caught up in the logical mind. So the trick here, they're saying, is to, how do we find balance? Is to ground our energy. And how do we ground? Is by connecting to the feeling body. So what are certain things that you can do that speak to you that can help you connect to your body again? Taking a walk, dancing, doing yoga. There's some type of movement that needs to be made here with the body. Going outside, connecting with the air, with the sun, with the trees. Breathing, finding a way to breathe. Maybe listening to some music and just, you know, following the rhythm. There's something here that you need to do in order to connect with your body again, so that the communication can flow through you in a more clear, grounded, and understandable way. Because there's a breakdown in communication here that's not helping this masculine to understand what it is that he is. Remember, masculine energy wants to resolve, wants to fix, wants to control, wants to be the provider, and wants to be there, right? Wants to take action. There's something here that the feminine energy is not creating a space for this masculine to come through to express what needs to be expressed. But it's because the feminine energy is also disconnected from her own emotions and is too caught up in the stress of the mind. Mercury is going to do that, especially today with the moon being in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Okay, Mercury is the ruler of Virgo and Gemini. So whenever the moon represents our emotions. So how are we going to feel? We're going to feel a little bit stressed out because Gemini is the higher vibration of Gemini is an energy that is very curious, very open-minded to different perspectives. But the downside to that, it's very scattered. It's like, oh, okay, here, I have to do this, I have to do that. I have to make this call, I have to, and it gets caught up in all of the different avenues and all of the different options and all of the different tasks that needs to be done, or whatever it is. It gets very caught up in the logical mind. So we're missing water here. The moon is essentially water. It rules the tides. It rules our emotions. So how can we get back to the body here to reconnect with ourselves first and foremost, and then with our partner, with our employee, or with our employers, or with our coworkers, or family members? This is just the beginning, people. So please let me know if you need a personal reading. Check out my YouTube Zodiac monthly readings for October. Please check out your moon, your rising, your Venus signs. If you need to know what that is, check out one of my YouTube videos that explains that. But you can also reach out to me and I'll help you to figure that out. So with that being said, have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.